of Vikendi, so everybody's going to get their own drop location. It's going to be nasty!
I mean, technically, you know, snow is another form of water. Just saying, you know, it melts. So, I mean, technically, I could have said 100% water, and I would have been right because of all the snow. But I won't go there. I won't get down to that technical level. I'm just saying, Jukes. I'm just saying. And
taking the high ground. I love it.
taking the high ground. And talking about taking the high ground. A reminder: the region rewards. So every single region right now, you are cheering for your teams from your region to pass the missions, the basic, the advanced, and the super missions. It's going to be a little challenging for Abrupt Slayers from South Asia. They're the only team from their region. But if they get top 12, basic mission, done. If they get top 10, advanced mission, done. If they get top 6, super mission, done, baby. Done.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you should be cheering on your region already. But guess what? Now, with these super missions, you're going to get a piece of the pie. You're going to get a piece of the pie if your team does good. So you want them to do better now more than ever. And I think these teams want that exact same result, considering that, I mean, this is a super weekend. These points are just so crucial. I can't say it enough because it really is. Like, you have to clutch it up on these 5 matches. Yeah, league play is to get you into super weekend, which is just as important. But once you qualified, you know, you can kind of sit back and relax a little bit. But here, you got to be on point 24/7.
I'm going to send an email looking at that dossier skin. I want to hear those bells jingle. I want to hear them jingle. Imagine pulling up and just hearing a bunch of bells
Santa's here, baby.
Hey, Santa's here, baby. Dropping off some winner chicken dinners. So, hey, I'm sending out the email. We'll see what I can do. Looking on into this game, 16 teams, Alpha 7. They are going to be setting up in a position to potentially gatekeep Aerowolf and Abrupt Slayers. So, how long will Alpha 7? Yeah, what do you see?
Real quick. The thing is, though, that if that dossier did jingle, do you think they would use it in comp?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if anything, dude, you got, if you're pulling up
the intimidation,
fight,
right? Could you imagine? You just hear the jingle coming and your head starts shaking. Oh, man, you're right. I am fully sold into this idea. We'll see. We'll see if it ends up turning out. But right now, we're looking at this insane match number 2. Is it starting off really chill? It's Vikendi, baby, you know, nice and cold. Everybody's just kind of trying to play it as safe as possible. Don't see too many crazy early engagements just yet. Right now, we're looking at Super Una, trying to find some loot on the east side, as the first circle is going to be pretty much smack on top of Goroka. That's where RRQ likes to be. They had a great first match, and with this kind of zone, I think this is perfect for them.
I mean, we saw them last game. They were chilling. They were big chilling for a couple zones, and they kind of just got picked apart. So yes, this zone is really good for them. The thing is, what do you do? You know, what do you do, Jukes? And this is a question, you know, more towards you, just in general. Like, you're in the zones, but you want to also get kills. Like, how do you satisfy both of those check marks in the shopping list? Like, how do you do both of it? Can you do it?
The big thing is, when you get these kind of circles, we see a lot of teams just like to kind of spread out just a little bit. You want to kind of cover as many angles as possible without spreading out too far. That is the key, because you don't want a team to just push up on your territory for free. So if you have one player just kind of covering all 4 sides, if they're able to get that spot and put some shots on, that's going to help deter them just a little bit. The thing is, though, the second those shots go off and you spot somebody, the rest of the team needs to give up their position instantly. And I mean instantly, to support their teammate. And that's the thing, though, at this high level and how fast-paced this is, one little tiny miscommunication, one missed call out. If you have a player that sees somebody and doesn't call it and just starts shooting, that could mean your whole squad wiped.
And we kind of saw it last game. Ernie, you know, kind of spreading out. We saw the zone shift, and, you know, Ernie attempted to get to that vehicle, just not quick enough. And they were attacked and bagged as they tried to regroup with their squad mates. So it's all about timing, and it's all about just being aware of your surroundings. But we shall see. We shall see how RRQ, how they perform this map. And already off to a strong start, at least compared to last game. We're about 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in last game, DA, they were dead. DA, they are still going to be alive right now. They're also in Goroka. So Goroka, We were just talking about it. RRQ, they're going to be over there. Power 888 up there to the north, and 4AM. So we have a lot of teams looking to get into a centralized position, circle number 1, and kind of just, camp it out, light that fire and make some s'mores.
Well, you could definitely light that campfire closer to your teammates here on Vikendi better than any other map. And that's just because Vikendi just has so much dense cover all over the place. So many different hills, rocks, snowbanks, everything to be able to set up your teammate. And you could literally have like 10 squads just almost looking like they're stacked on top of each other and all have pretty safe locations. I think that's what makes Vikendi so much different than any other map. And I think that's why we see some teams that have that really strong gun skill perform better on here than anywhere else.
I mean, I agree. Vikendi, it just brings the family closer together, right? You got to light that fire. You got to stay warm,
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, hot cocoa, gingerbread, cookie houses. Like, you do it all. You do it all. And talking about doing it all, I tweeted yesterday, Blue Bees, Japan, they love the double barrel shotgun. And you know what I just saw right there? I saw a double barrel shotgun. We saw the plays yesterday as well from Ito-chan. So, Blue Bees, I appreciate you guys bringing in new weapons that aren't necessarily looked at as being in the meta on the global stage. But I guarantee you, if they keep popping off with it, it will be.
Well, speaking of pop off, we're starting to pop off our first fight here in match number 2, and it's Digital Athletics getting into it early once again. They already have one knock, and you have Silas over here. He's going to have to be able to hit a really big knock here, or just possibly not want to get seen at all. But it's only a matter of time. He's going to jump a run out in front of both of them. That's going to be easy pickings right there for Execute. That's going to be 2 down. I don't think Digital Athletics can take this fight. Yeah, they're out of here.
I mean, Execute, looking at them this previous week, like, they, night and day. I mean, such a huge improvement. They came into the Super Weekend, if I'm not mistaken, like 15th on the overall championship points leaderboard. And momentum, I talk about it a lot, like, momentum, it's a real thing in PUBG Mobile. Like, when a team is feeling it, when a team is having good games, like, their mental aspects, their mentality, their synergy, it is just on point. And yes, last game, they got sandwiched between 4AM. It happens. 4AM, very challenging team to find yourself in that sandwich. But honestly, I'm looking at Execute to perform today, in particular, because of that momentum, Hot Jukes.
They have to. I mean, the big thing is, though, there's a difference from showing up on league play versus showing up on Super Weekend. I think that you see these squads, when it comes to Super Weekend play, the sweatiest they possibly can. I mean, this is where the money's made. And the issue is, Execute right now, they're sitting in 16th. They're not sitting in last place, as we do have some teams that sat out, but they're sitting in 16th place out of all these squads that have played. Now, like you mentioned, with league play, they ended up in 5th. So that is, they did get some darn good games under their belt, but at the end of the day, you have to show up when the money's on the line, Dave. You have to show up here on Super Weekend.
I agree. That you have to show up. You have to, and hopefully they, I guess on the other end of that, hopefully you don't get burnt out, right? Playing your hardest to qualify here, because these games, Super Weekend, that is where those points matter. It doesn't matter if you finish 1st or if you finish 16th, as long as you qualified. That's all.
These guys ain't getting burnt out, bro. They are not getting burnt out at all. The second they feel that little energy dip, they're gonna pop some of that Mountain Dew, and get ready to get back into the action, because there's just too much money on the line to slack for even a moment. But at the same time, we've still seen, even at this high level, some teams on rotations, just run a little too far out in the open, just get lazy for those few seconds. And if you get stagnant for that, you're gonna get taken out. As we watch this replay right here, looks like Abrupt Slayers are gonna catch in a vehicle explosion on one of the members of Alpha 7. So he's going to be down and out. And man, these rotations of Vikendi can be pretty damn tough.
Yeah, and it looks like Alpha 7, they are going to be aware that Abrupt Slayers are over there to the north of Mount Kresnik, and both teams will be peeling on off the north and the south end of that mountain. Next zone does go on up. Execute, DA, Blue Bees, RRQ will be in a centralized position. But Seeker Jin trying to catch one of the members from Konina Power on that rotation we were just talking about.
Yeah, these late rotations, these full sands, personally, I'm not a really big fan of them. I think Bigetron has definitely sold me. Anytime that they kind of get a hard shift on them, they just drive straight to the exact edge that they can, and they just jump off and just push together as a squad. You just do not want to get taken out in a vehicle, Dave.
there's nothing you can do. Like you put it perfectly last week. You rather go out shooting your gun than not at all, because at least when you're shooting your gun, it comes down to, okay, it's my gun skills. That's what's gonna win me the fight. But when you're in your car, you're driving. Your hands are on the steering wheel. So let's see. Talk about driving. We will see a pull-up from RRQ.
Digital Athletics are getting bullied right now. I mean, again, with another early engagement, and they're going against a full squad of RRQ, pressing on them hard. You can see them trying to throw all the smokes to just try to buy themselves a little bit of time. But if they want to win this fight, they have to see a major play. And RRQ, to be honest, they have to throw it. And with how they've been performing, I don't see it. And yes, right off the bat, you just see a great nade right there from G9. Now Solus, he's going to be sitting in that crouch position, not moving a muscle for quite a while.
Solus is hoping that, oh, they're throwing grenades over here. I was going to say, Solus is hoping that they just, you know.
They have a good rest of the day, because they out of this one. You know, like, that's,
I mean, they still got 3 more games, right? DA, they still got 3 more games. But that makes back-to-back games that they're taking out in 16th position. So one thing that they need to keep in the back of their mind is not to tilt. I mean, it is so important. Okay, you have some bad games. It happens. Do not let it get to you. You still have the rest of the day to perform. And then at the end of the day, then go over those VODs. At the end of the day, then maybe, you know, pick at your teammates like, why'd you do this? What did we do wrong right here? But you cannot do it right now. You cannot afford to tilt your squad mates right here, right now.
You know, I think I'm 50-50 on that, because there's definitely some players that if you start arguing right now, it's going to just get everybody down and have that difficulty. At the same time, though, there are some players that when they get yelled at, it's like they just go Super Saiyan. You know, they just turn it on like 10 times more when they have a bad game. At the end of the day, Digital Athletics, they're in 5th place. There's so much money on the line here for top 3. Still, you know, quite a few games that they have to play, but, you know, every single one of these points just matters so much.
Jukes, if you yell at me, I'm just going to ignore you the rest of the day and probably tweet about you. I'm just saying. So, I get it. You know, some players, they feed off of that, but I feel like others, you know.
Majority,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't yell at people in general, right? I mean, you just got to be a nice person, but
you have to look at. That's the difficulty of being an IGL, and it's something that I experienced back when I played competitive. You have to be able to identify your teammates and be able to give them, you know, feedback in a way that they're able to be receptive of. And sometimes it's very, very difficult. Some people, you got to be like, hey man, you know, you kind of ran out in the open and just got beamed, you know, in the middle of a $1 million match. Could you not do that again? You know, sometimes you have to be like that. And sometimes you got to, like me, you can be like, Jukes, you're throwing. You missed a snipe? How could you do that? And I'm just like, I'm never missing a snipe again. And I start going off. But I mean, that's where, you know, you have to identify your players, and that is so hard to do with a full 4-man team, as Nova, Order 6 is driving away right now for his life. A nice little juke he pulled off right there, hit the brakes, and that's gonna let him sneak on by here, Dave.
It's going to let them sneak on by, but it will not allow Futbolist to sneak on by. Futbolist, they were pressing the hill onto Bigetron. They were deciding, should we push this? Then they saw a tasty treat right behind them in that vehicle. Now they're going to be stuck in a very awkward situation with Bigetron in the comfort and safety of these compounds. Meanwhile, Futbolist on the outskirts, they got a tree, they got a little ledge and a boulder, so they need to pull off this one and regroup and reset.
I can't lie though, Futbolist played that really, really well. I love to see every single time you have a vehicle rotation, you have a couple of players hold back just in case you start getting beamed. And if you do that, you will catch that team slipping and getting some shots on them. But that is one thing that, that is a play that I really analyze. I don't really talk about it a lot. But something that Bigetron does better than almost anybody else, if you notice, look back at every single VOD, the second you even touch them with a bullet, they instantly peek back. They would rather not get knocked than try to get the confirm. And that one knock can mean a full press on them and then they're dead. So the second, even though they have a full easy spray, if they get touched, they just instantly say, hey, let's just peek it back and reset it.
They bite back, man. They bite back. Like, you're not going to take a free shot at Bigetron without paying the piper, I guess you could say. You go back to the conversation real quick about, you know, tilting, teamwork, and communication, and you know, VOD review, all that good stuff. I think one of the things that really set these top players apart from other players as well is not your IGL, not your teammate telling you what you did wrong, but the player realizing what they did wrong, right? Yep. The moment you can realize, okay, I messed up here, guys. I'll fix it. I'll correct it. I got you. Just watch the results. Watch the results. It won't happen again. That's what makes the best players in PUBG Mobile. That player who can recognize their own mistakes instead of being told, hey, you're messing up, dude. You're messing up. You got to fix this. Like, I already know. And you watch. Next game, I got you.
Yeah, at the same time, that's what VODs are so important, to be able to just look back and find the actual root cause of the issue. Because if you have everybody just saying, oh, you know, this is what happened, you may not really understand what exactly is the thing that caused your team to fail. So these guys put in so many hours. They have coaches review every single second of this footage to make sure that they have the best possible advantage going into this match. And now, starting to get, we're going to start to ramp things up a little bit here, Dave, as we're starting to get into late game. This next circle is going to head up a little bit to the north side. Execute are going to be chilling on a crate. Power 888 in the center as well. Loops, Aerowolf, Limax. That's a squad that is not going to be playing for the next 3 days, so they need to have a good Vikendi. And with their position, if they're able to spot some teams on the rotate, they can pick up some big points here, Dave.
Let me redeem myself from that water prediction, Hot Chicks.
Okay.
This is double or nothing. I think end zone around Power 888. I think that's where we're headed. Around Power 888. Right there, right on top of them. So mark my words. Looking at this game, though, on the edge, Caracas, 4 a.m. making the pull-up onto Konina Power.
Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. Here comes Sook. He's going to be hanging out on that broken wall, trying to get a spot. Konina Power is playing this really carefully right now, and they're not making any movement to really give away their position. And that is going to be a strong point. The only issue is, since they're so separated right now, if they do get knocked, they're not getting res. So they got to play this real careful. And it looks like Axer is going to be able to catch Hasaki and get another confirm as well. 4 a.m. getting beat up right now by Axer. Oh, but here comes Sook from the back end. Oh, getting shut down. Trades going all over the place, Dave.
Dude, that was Fanboys with the sniper from behind. What? Third party that. Yes!
No.
Well, yes! Oh, that was actually huge!
Disgusting.
Execute! Fanboys said, relax, I'm gonna get a point over here as well. Futbolist!
Now they're getting into it!
Pull up!
Here they go. I mean, how many people are looking at this compound right now? That was an insane shot right there from Fanboys with Futbolist. They're trying to get these confirms and all this lovely loot here that's going to be so crucial in the end game, especially in Vikendi. You want to have all those smokes as possible. Konina Power, they're opting to just split this up and try to make plays on their own. It's going to be really tough. I think Gonzo, he realizes he's in a lot of trouble, is trying to get a little bit closer to Black-White to help get that support. Black-White was able to hit a Molotov, I believe, onto Soul K. Big trade, though, from Lavazin, able to get the confirm, and now it's just Black-White all on his lonesome inside that house.
Yeah, Gonzo thought they were safe, but Lavazin right through that slip between the building and the concrete wall will be spotting him with that Uzi. This is a blessing in disguise for 4 a.m. 4 a.m. They could have got knocked out from Konina Power right then and there, but Futbolist decided to make the pull-up will allow their solo member to continue to be alive right here.
For how long, Dave? But for how long? 33 Svan is in a world of hurt right now because this blue zone is going to start chunking him down. He's going to have to make a crazy rotation into this next circle. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it later on. Black-White is holding right now the top of this. Uzi versus Tommy Gun, and they're pushing this 1v1. That's very risky. To be able to do that, you might get knocked here, confirmed. Oh, but Ram able to come in at the perfect time right there to be able to support his teammate and take out Konina Power.
The reload. Yep, the reload right there. It will stop you. It will stop you. Team Secret, though, looks like we will be showing up on the tail end of this fight as they are going to be pushing on to Abrupt Slayers and taking down Abrupt Slayers. Eye shots should be able to get picked up. That's going to be 3 points on their end of things. Now, Nova. Nova was out there on the west side. We saw them. They were thinking, should we push this fight? Should we third-party the Futbolist engagement that we saw over there in Caracas? They see the next zone. They said, nah, we will just go on into the zone, live the fight another day.
Well, that's a big finish right there for Team Secret. They're not going to be playing for the next 3 days right here. So all the Team Secret fans got to get hyped. And guess what? You're going to be hyped after that, Nade, if you are an RRQ fan, because Blue Bees is in a world of hurt right there from that grenade. That's going to knock out 3 of their members just like that, Dave.
Beer said cheers right there with that one grenade. Cheers! It's on me. Blue Bees, they got a solo member. They are going to be popping on into the snowmobile, the snow bike, and just trying to survive. And this is something that I really like. Some teams, we see their solo player, they want to get that revenge, right? They got the blood in their eyes. But then others, they say, okay, we need that insurance policy. We need to make sure we at least get solid placement points, because getting taken out right now, only 1 point. Loops versus Futbolist, though, within grenade range.
Yeah, you can see right now, he got the nade locked and loaded. Carrillo trying to be able to hit it from top of that rock. Wow, that got really close by. He's going to give it a second try right here. Going to switch to first person on this one. Is this going to be the one to hit the mark? It's going to tap up Lavazin just a little bit right here. But the big issue, though, is this circle. This circle's devastating. Aerowolf Limax got taken out. Not the finish that they were hoping for.
I know this fight's happening, but I think I redeemed myself. Power 888, the compound is right on them.
Nailed it.
Dude, rewind the VOD. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave knows the zones. I think I unlocked something here. My brain is just on another level. Jukes, oh my goodness.
Man's insane.
Let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game.
That's insane. Let's see. We'll see if third time's a charm here up in a little bit, though. As we go into this replay really fast. BTR, holding the shack right now with the Uzi.
What?
It's a two-piece.
Zoxy.
What? Zoxy said, no, sir. Give me that loot, baby. And he's going to take it from him. Don't come into my shack. What are you thinking?
Three Nova players trying to take out Zoxy in the shack. The Uzi, though, the spray.
Uzi.
Oh.
The ooh-wop, so strong right there, man. I mean,
that extender.
Even just one person just sucks he up alive left for BTR. So this is how difficult these guys are on to kill. Oh, Fame Boys. He's got that AWM, baby. That's what I love to see. And that's a perfect time to have it. He's looking for them toes. And Play Zone is going to knock out Lutz instead. This blue zone's going to start devastating everybody as they try to get into this circle where Dave predicted on the Power 888.
Hey, Desk, I hope you bring that up. Bring it up, Desk. Come on. I'm the guy. I'm the zone whisperer. I told you. But Fanboys with the snipe, looking for that one tap, dirt nap. Oh!
Big 1v1. King! Oh, yeah, tried to be able to make a play. Loop's just jumping all over the place, though. Shutting that down real quick. Now Zuxy is trying to poke at him all by his lonesome. And you can just see him trying to be able to possibly get some extra points for his squad. Only 2 kills remaining for them.
Azima smoking.
They're real close to 4 Angry Men on the leaderboards. 4 Angry Men did get taken out a little bit earlier than them, so this could be their game to really separate that lead as G9 is trying to be able to make some more plays. Execute eliminated in 9th.
Yeah, they had to push right there. Futbolist, they do have a solo in the blue, trying to heal on up right now. Zuxy was taken out right there. The Zima was smoking. The Zima really wasn't a play because that would have gotten blown up easily, especially running into 4 members of Loops. Loops gonna be smoking this one up on the west side, regrouping, healing on up. But the blue zone, look at it, it is just chunking them. Hey, get in the car! Get in the car! There. Yes, you cannot get chunked out for the blue zone for free. You just can't.
And here's the thing, they're going to have to go ahead and park it right here and set up that car wall, but I think they want to get moving a little bit quicker because the next zone is just a little bit further away from them, and they do not want to lose those vehicles out right now. Starting to see some snipes going on in the kill feed. A lot of sniper kills here in this McKinney match. Love to see that. Blue Bees gets taken out in 7. Still 6 teams remaining, and none of these teams are in this next circle. On the road! On the road again! On the road again.
I think I might have broken the game with my road finishes. I mean, pay close attention to that today. I mean, I've been doing a lot of VOD review. I'm just going to put that out there. So Team Secret, another huge game for them because they're not playing Super Weekend number 2. They are not playing it. They will be on the outskirts of the new play zone. It looks like they had their eyes set onto Alpha 7 as they have a compound right there on the edge. Raum from the blue, trying to heal on up, was spotted from Loops right here.
Yeah, and he is going to be taken out right now. Federal is going to be taken down as well as Skowski. He's going to be probably throwing some smokes, and yes, he is. Try to pick up his teammate right here. The issue is 9 seconds left in the circle. He has to get that pickup right now to get his team in. And this Loop squad is doing pretty damn good, especially considering now that Dadine, their IGL, is no longer with them. That's tough transition to make mid-tournament. And so far, being able to still show that they're able to accomplish big things here.
And that's honestly what they have to do. They have to prove to the world, okay, there might have been some changes on the team, but we're still Loops. We are still that team that came from the Americas region at the top, and we are going to come into this world stage and dominate, baby. So RRQ trying to toss out some smokes so that Beer can reposition to that boulder right on over there, but they are going to be spotted. Those toes, those
Great
toes.
shot.
Those
That was
toes.
so huge. That was so huge. That's going to allow them to push up big time. And you can just see instantly they're going to be sending it straight to that rock. They're going to park it right there, get the confirm onto G9, and worry about RRQ coming up closer. This is why Loops, Bigetron, teams like this are so strong at being able to just push up little by little, just using their gun skill.
Power 888 to the north will also be pushing on to Team Secret as we see them in the kill feed.
Oh,
Loops,
what a nade!
Loops taking down RRQ, saying, this is my boulder, thank you very much.
Loops are just going straight GOAT mode right now after that one. Team Secret is taken out in fifth place. Good game finish for them. As Alpha 7, he's got eyes locked onto Power 888. And you can just see the full spray just putting on that pressure. Not gonna allow ICE to be able to get his teammate up right now. And you can just see the full spread right now. The issue is, look at the circle. The circle is in between all of them, and there is zero cover there. Loops, they're just going to have to either send it in that dossier, park it, and then lay down, or just try to do it with their gun skill.
I think Loops, they see the crate right there on the edge. I think get into those dossiers, they are going to be smoking, but send them both, blow them up, and then use that crate for cover right there on the edge. Alpha 7, they are going to be pushing on into the play zone. Like you said, though, it is bare. There's not much to work with right here.
Well, the thing is that Power 888 are going to have the advantage of being closer to the circle than anybody else, and they're going to be using that to their advantage big time because they can see everybody right now. But Kofsky is going to put some pressure onto those nades as well, getting too close for comfort. Not hitting the mark. Oh, wow, what a push. He's pushing up to confirm the rest of his squad. Oh, and he catches Fennett out as well. Corpai's going to shut him down, though, from Power 888. There's just knocks going on in every direction here.
A 2v3v1. Alpha 7, they got their two members behind that tree. Corpai, the stun will be blinding him, and the spray with the Uzi actually connecting.
A blind Uzi spray catching those two members from Power 888. And now you can see, Alpha 7 in big trouble right now. It's just Vit2K by his lonesome. You know he wishes he had some more nades in his hands. Does he got one? Let's see if he's going to be able to hit this. Can he do it? Oh, Vit2K, 4-3.
Oh, the bounce!
What? Just too close off the rim. And he's going to get shut down by God. The nade. He died before it went off and it negated it. What an insane finish